Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is committed to early and peaceful resolution of Ukraine-Russia conflict, holds telephonic conversation with Ukrainian President. India strongly condemns remarks of Pakistani Army Chief on potential nuclear threat, calls Pakistan an irresponsible nuclear state. Lok Sabha passes income tax and taxation laws amendment bills with voice vote. IMD issues red alert for extremely heavy rainfall in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh today. And India bags 27 medals, including 4 golds at Asian Under-19 and Under-22 boxing championships in Bangkok. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is committed to the early and peaceful resolution of Ukraine-Russia conflict and will make every possible contribution in this regard. Holding a telephonic conversation with President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, the Prime Minister said India's consistent position on the need for an early and peaceful resolution of the conflict. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said, India remains committed to making every possible contribution in this regard, as well as to further strengthening bilateral ties with Ukraine. India strongly condemned the remarks of Pakistani Army Chief Asim Munir on the potential nuclear threat. In a statement, spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs, Ranveer Jaiswal, has said that India has already made it clear that it will not give in to any nuclear blackmail. He said that New Delhi will continue to take all steps necessary to safeguard its national security. The statement said the nuclear saber rattling is Pakistan's stock in trade and expressed regret that such remarks were made from the soil of a friendly third country. It also warned the international community to draw its own conclusions on the irresponsibility inherent in these remarks. The Lok Sabha has passed the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2025 and the Income Tax No. 2 Bill 2025 with voice vote. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman moved these legislations amidst protests by the opposition members over the special intensive revision exercise in Bihar and other issues. The Income Tax No. 2 Bill 2025 is intended to consolidate and amend the law relating to income tax, while the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2025 will further amend the Income Tax Act 1961 and to amend the Finance Act 2025. Significant features of the Income Tax Bill 2025 include the deduction under 8M of the IT Act 1961, Clause 148 of the IT Bill 2025 is also available to companies who have opted for the new regime. The Election Commission has rejected claims of political parties, including Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, RJD, on special intensive revision SIR. In a series of fact checks on social media, the poll body said that pure electoral rolls strengthen democracy. It also shared all documents related to SIR and its key findings of the enumeration phase. The Commission also shared its daily bulletins related to SIR in Bihar. The Election Commission said that 127 claims and objections out of 10,570 received directly from electors related to SIR in Bihar have been disposed of by officials so far. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari has said that India can become an energy exporting nation if the production and use of biofuels and green hydrogen are increased. The minister was speaking at the inauguration of the Bioverse initiative in Pune yesterday to mark World Biofuel Day. The minister said the biofuel revolution will play a crucial role in reducing imports and boosting the rural economy. He also stressed the need for more research into producing clean fuels like green hydrogen from agricultural produces.
मैंने कहा हमारे यहाँ सब शुगर फैक्ट्री वालों को बॉयलर में बगास जलाने के बजाय बगास से सीएनजी बनाओ बायोडाइजेस्टर में डालकर, और सीएनजी के बजाय अगर आगे चल जाए तो हाइड्रोजन बनाओ। हमने अभी रिसेंटली हाइड्रोजन का पायलट प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया 10 रूट पर। तो हाइड्रोजन इज अ फ्यूल फॉर द फ्यूचर, और हाइड्रोजन के कारण जो ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन है, मुझे लगता है कि हमारे देश की तस्वीर बदल जाएगी।
The Delhi government has welcomed the Supreme Court's order to control the menace of dog bites and rabies in Delhi NCR by catching, sterilizing and relocating stray dogs permanently to shelters. Earlier, the Supreme Court issued strong directions to control the menace of dog bites and rabies in the National Capital Territory of Delhi to immediately catch and sterilize stray dogs and to relocate them permanently to shelters. The court said stray dogs must not be released into public areas once picked up. These directions came in a suo motu case based on reports of stray dog attacks on children. The court stated that infants and children must not fall prey to rabies and that public spaces should be safe and fear-free. The bench also directed NCT Delhi, MCD and NDMC to build dog shelters within 8 weeks with proper staff and CCTV monitoring and to keep daily records of captured dogs. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download news on AIR app. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall over Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh during the next 7 days. We have more from a correspondent.
According to IMD, heavy to very heavy rainfall over sub-Himalayan West Bengal, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya is expected till Thursday. The IMD has issued red alert for extremely heavy rainfall in these states along with Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh today. The weather agency also predicted very heavy rainfall at isolated places over Bihar and Odisha. IMD further said that the thunderstorm accompanied with gusty winds is expected at isolated places over Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Jharkhand and Andaman and Nicobar Islands today. Meanwhile, Delhi NCR received rainfall in the early hours today. Ishani Yadav, Akashvani News, Delhi.
In Himachal Pradesh, monsoon has once again become active, bringing rainfall to most parts of the state. Continuous rains have caused rivers and streams to swell, and the water level in dams is rising rapidly. We have more from a correspondent.
Heavy rains in Himachal Pradesh have disrupted normal life. Landslides at several locations have blocked traffic on 315 roads, including National Highway 305 in Kullu district. In addition, 72 electricity transformers and 491 drinking water supply schemes are non-functional. According to the State Emergency Operations Center, the death toll in rain-related incidents during this monsoon season has risen to 229, while 36 people are still missing. Meanwhile, the Meteorological Center Shimla has issued an orange alert for heavy to very heavy rainfall in 3 districts, Kangra, Mandi and Sirmaur, and a yellow alert for heavy rainfall in 5 other districts, Una, Bilaspur, Hamirpur, Chamba and Kullu today. Ritesh Kapoor, Akashvani News, Shimla.
Aadhaar face authentication system has hit a major milestone, crossing 200 crore transactions as of August 10, 2025. The number of transactions doubled from 100 crore to 200 crore in just 6 months. Speaking on the achievement, Deputy Director General of UIDAI, Manish Bhardwaj, said face authentication is secure, fast and can be used anytime, anywhere.
Face authentication is one of the fastest growing modality in the Aadhaar ecosystem. This is purely on the mobile device of beneficiary. The Aadhaar authentication can take place in seconds. We have seen a record number of 200 crore transactions in the use of Aadhaar authentication using face authentication. It is being used by various central government schemes. This is very secure, safe and reliable modality developed in-house by UIDAI, and we achieved more than 200 crore transactions as on 10th August 2025 this year.
In Jammu and Kashmir, under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav with the theme of Har Ghar Tiranga, the Tiranga Mahotsav 2025 is underway at the tourist place Botanical Garden in Srinagar since early this morning. The participants have been exhibiting sense of belonging, patriotism and allegiance to the national campaign. A report from a correspondent in Srinagar.
In Srinagar, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha flagged off Tiranga Yatra around 7 o'clock from Sher-e-Kashmir International Convention Center on the banks of Dal Lake to reach tourist spot Botanical Garden. Thousands of participants with tricolors in their hands, including school children, youngsters, government officials and people including men and women from all walks of life were part of the Tiranga Yatra. Lieutenant Governor inaugurated the Har Ghar Tiranga exhibition at Botanical Garden and inspected the stalls depicting culture, heritage, besides freedom struggle and development journey of the country. Tiranga concerts eulogizing patriotism are part of the Mahotsav. A monograph on martyrs of Jammu and Kashmir will be released on the occasion. Tariq Rathar, Akashvani News, Srinagar.
World Elephant Day is celebrated today. India is home to nearly 60% of the world's wild elephant population, with 33 elephant reserves and 150 identified elephant corridors. As part of the celebrations, Union Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav will participate in the celebrations today at Coimbatore. We have a report.
India has elephant corridors in the northeast hills in eastern states, in the gut areas of southern states, and also in eastern states like Orissa, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Chhattisgarh. Project Elephant, implemented in 22 states, is a centrally sponsored scheme and intends to protect elephants, their habitats and corridors. It also addresses issues of man-animal conflict and takes care of the welfare of captive elephants. A genetic database of the gentle giants has been created through Gaj Suchna app, in which data of 300 captive elephants across India is available through DNA sampling. On this day, 12 lakh students from 5,000 schools will be joining the awareness program on World Elephant Day in the state. Joy, Akashwani, reporting from Chennai.
Moving on to the world of sports, in boxing, India's campaign at the Asian Under-19 and Under-22 Boxing Championships 2025 ended on a high note, with Ritika winning gold in the women's 80-plus kilogram category yesterday. We have a report.
The Indian teams racked up a total of 27 medals across 2 age groups. The Under-19 team came in strong, clinching 14 medals with 3 golds, 7 silvers and 4 bronzes, earning them a second-place finish just behind Uzbekistan. Meanwhile, the Under-22 squad brought home 13 medals, including 1 gold, 4 silver and 8 bronze. That lone gold was delivered by Ritika, making her the standout of the Under-22 category. Now shifting to Wushu, where all eyes are on Namrata Batra, who's making history in Chengdu, China, at the World Games 2025. After a dominant 2-0 win over the Philippines' Crescent Faith Colado, Namrata has stormed into the women's 52 kilograms final. She will now face China's Meng Chen in the gold medal match this evening. The match will start 5:30 p.m. IST. Moving over to the chessboard, where India's Divya Deshmukh continues her brilliant run at the Women's Speed Chess Championship 2025. She defeated China's Lei Ting-ji with a commanding 10-3 win, scoring 8 wins, 4 draws and just 1 loss. And finally, at the Chennai Grand Masters 2025, Germany's Vincent Kiemer remains in the lead after a draw with India's Grandmaster Vidit Gujrati in round 5. With Mayur Jain, Aishwarya Rai Nigam, Sports Desk, Akashvani.
US and China have agreed to extend the trade truce until November 10th, just hours before new tariffs were set to take effect today. In a joint statement, both countries said they will pause the planned tariff increases for another 90 days. The US will delay raising tariffs to 145% on Chinese goods, while China will hold off on 125% tariffs on US goods. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Shagun Chopra.
Thank you, Abhishek. India attacking the nuclear threats by Pakistan Army Chief is covered prominently by most of the dailies. The Asian Age, quoting India, says Munir's nuclear threats from US show Pakistan is irresponsible. Opposition MPs hit the streets demanding clean voter list, Election Commission's accountability, reports the Statesman. Bills on sports governance, doping cleared in Lok Sabha amid opposition din, states the Tribune. Supreme Court orders Delhi NCR authorities to capture stray dogs, not let them back in public spaces, reports the Hindu Business Line. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who talks with Zelensky, writes the Pioneer. And finally, the Hindu reports that IAF choppers with Operation Sindoor flagged to fly past Red Fort on Independence Day. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Shagun. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is committed to early and peaceful resolution of Ukraine-Russia conflict, holds telephonic conversation with the Ukrainian President. India strongly condemns remarks of Pakistani Army Chief on potential nuclear threat, calls Pakistan an irresponsible nuclear state. Lok Sabha passes income tax and taxation laws amendment bills with voice vote. IMD issues red alert for extremely heavy rainfall in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh today. And India bags 27 medals, including 4 golds at the Asian Under-19 and Under-22 Boxing Championships in Bangkok. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.